Good morning, students. Dear students, today I'm addressing you to share a few important points with you. The first of all, that already I have sent you the assessment system, like first for the first periodic test, based on the teaching which has been taken place from April, May, and June. When I consider the June and May, keeping in view that you were given the holiday homework and some projects work by your teachers. So we have shared that how this assessment is going to take place. Like initially in the first periodic test, keeping in view since suddenly this situation arose and you were asked to study from home to online on a completely new platform. So considering all these things that the assessment is going to be in two parts. The first part, that is the home assignment, the weightage for which has been given to 60%, and the other will be the online assessment, the weightage which is given to be 40%. So in easy words, if we say that suppose if there is a 10 marks which we have to consider from the PT1, so the 6 will be given to your home assignments, while 4 marks ke liye you will be asked to write the online test. And this time it is going to be completely based on MCQ. But certainly there is going to be the time limit that you will be asked for the certain time limit to answer your questions which will be put up to you. So this is the one thing. A second point which certainly this in coming days, based on the guidelines issued by the CBSE and the situation, how does it improve, in what mode we do the teaching, it will depend all these factors. That's next assessment. But certainly in the next assessment, this home assignment percentage will be reduced and the online assessment or on-site assessment will increase. Maybe like it can be go 50-50, it can be go 40-60, like this, depending on the classes also. For the 6 to 8, suppose it may be 50-50. For 9 to 12, it may be 40-60. Because we have to keep this thing in also mind that 9th, 10th, and 11th, 12th, these are the 4 years are extremely important. In the sense that in the lower classes, still we have some time to work on you. But 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, the foundation already has been laid down and you are expected to appear in the board examination. So basically, due to the time constraint, we cannot afford to lower down the assessment system especially. This is the one point. Now recently, yesterday, CBSE has announced about the slash in the syllabus 30% from 9th to 12th. And it means that the few topics from the chapters will be deleted and your subject teachers will brief you, will guide you in that regard too. So this is the second point. Now, once again, I would like to reinforce my thought on education to each one. Children, we understand that this is a extraordinary year for each one of us. This is a completely extraordinary year for each one of us, and you are expected to learn through this year too. What does it mean? You cannot be at rest. Reason is very clear. This year will pass, but time is precious. It is not going to come back again in your life. Please do understand the importance of it. Second point is, next point rather, I would say that children, why do we emphasize, your teachers and parents and everybody emphasize for education, beta padho, beta padho, beta padho. Why? And especially in these years also, you would have seen it that at your home also, the adults, those who have passed out 12th or in the higher education, there is a much emphasis from the parents as well as their teachers or professors regarding that study and study. Because it is being expected that they have achieved that maturity level so that they can decide and can prepare themselves on their own. Certainly, the guidance is needed, so that is being done to them. In a school, we emphasize as teachers and the parents that we keep on tapping you, we keep on guiding you, we keep on following you so that you should not deviate from your path. That is why the reason. अब सवाल ये उठता है कि why should we get educated? Suppose if I'm not educated, what harm will I have to myself? Children, I will take an example over here that in a dark night or in the night when the light goes, how do you feel? Certainly, your responses will be that few students might be feeling scared. Suppose if we are engaged in some activity, we must be feel lost. What should we do? What should we do? Right? So, the darkness basically hampers our activities, hampers our progress, not activities. Darkness hampers our progress. अंधेरा जो है वो हमारी प्रगति को बाधित करता है। आप इसको वैसे भी देख सकते हैं कि हम एक गेम खेलते हैं ब्लाइंड फोल्ड ना, तो जब काली पट्टी या चश्मा आ जाता है आंखों पे तो वी कैन नॉट फाइंड इट आउट हु इज नियर क्लोज टू अस। द सेम इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन द लिटरेट एंड द इलिटरेट पर्सन। ज्ञान इज बेसिकली द लाइट and you experience that when you are in the dark you find yourself lost. The easy way you can perform your activities and the easy way you can do many things you cannot do when it is dark. बस बेटा यही डिफरेंस, शिक्षित और अशिक्षित। आपको शिक्षा इसलिए लेनी चाहिए जिससे आपके जीवन में प्रकाश आए, आपके जीवन से अंधकार दूर हो। इसलिए ये बहुत जरूरी है कि आप शिक्षा का महत्व समझें और उसको इस एज में अचीव करने का कोई भी यत्न ना छोड़ें। You should not leave a stone unturned to achieve the education or to learn or to scale your level in the field of education. Why only you? Because this stage you have been assigned only this task. You do not have any other responsibility from your family, from your society, from anybody. Basically, हमारे हिंदू माइथोलॉजी में ये जो चार वो दिए गए हैं कि बाल्यकाल, युवा काल, उसके बाद गृहस्थ आश्रम, वामप्रस्थ आश्रम। सो बेसिकली ये जो पीरियड है आपका 4.5 ईयर बचपन से लेकर टिल द एज ऑफ 18 or 20 years, अब this time is being specifically designed to obtain the knowledge. ज्ञान उपार्जित करने के लिए ही ये समय आपको दिया गया है बेटा। इसलिए जरूरी है कि आप इस ज्ञान उपार्जन को कभी भी बाधित ना करें। Whatever the reasons may be, you should be committed that I have to learn, I have to progress, I have to grow, and I will not allow a darkness in my life which may hamper my dreams or which may hamper my progress. That is why you must study. As Swami Vivekananda also has said, that knowledge has to evolve. I keep on repeating the same sentence before you. You might be feeling boredom, or I mean to say, you might be feeling sick of. Well, every time same thing. Knowledge has to evolve. Knowledge, because there is only aim in the human life is to attain the highest or the peak of the knowledge. There is no other aim. And this only can be achieved when we take birth as a human being. This is the God's creation. So understand the importance of your birth, of your chance to take birth as a human being. This cannot be done by any other creation of the God. Plants, nature, animals, nobody can do that. It's only the human being which can achieve the knowledge. So please do not stop yourself. Why I am emphasizing again and again on this point? I do not want you people to be at rest. And especially when I find that you have nothing to do at home other than studies. So why you kill your time? Why you cannot prepare more yourself to attempt this, to make the best use of this time? Because suppose as it happens when you come to a school, when the offline classes will start, we have, because I mean to say you have to travel also, you have to go back also. Lot of time is being killed in that way. Let us take the positive side of this period. The positive side of this period is this, that we can save our time, and that's the time which is being saved can be put up into more into the knowledge to gain. And knowledge, it doesn't mean that you only study physics, chemistry, bio, or maths, or history, or social science. You can study biographies of the great people, and give maybe Bill Gates, those who have any such person, those who have achieved something in their life. It can be an IAS officer, it can be a good surgeon, there are many people are there. It can be a good motivator also. This way you will able to inculcate the reading skills, and you will help yourself to grow further. So my dear students, please do not miss this opportunity. As I am saying again and again, this time will over. रात के बाद दिन और दिन के बाद रात आनी ही है, ये प्रकृति का नियम है, इसको कोई नहीं रोक सकता। आज ये कोविड-19 है, जिस तरीके से 3 महीने लगभग पास हो चुके हैं, certainly the more time, I mean to say within a month or two, this will also go. The life will get back to the normal routine, right? So and it is good. It is good in your case that it has come at this stage, which is helping you how to face the challenges. It's a challenge in a way, because the way we were living, the way we were doing our many activities, that has been taken a pause. What does it mean? That now we are bound to adopt this culture. We are bound to learn new things to face this challenge. So let us take the positive side of COVID-19. It is helping us. It is helping us. How can we keep ourselves fit and fine even when the circumstances are not normal? You see, you never know. Many of you may be joining the defense services and all, and you must be following the news and all, that China border, what is happening in Guam and other places. You see, the people or the soldiers which are in this border, Ladakh, do you know what temperature they are in, what condition they are living? So this is again a way preparing yourself. That is what. And the preparation needs the time. So please make the best use of time. This is only I want to say. And the next point which I want to say, first of all, I would like to thank the parents. I would like to thank the parents from the core of my heart during this period, those who have paid the fee and helping the school to grow further. Once again, I want to assure you, sir, the school is committed to provide the quality education, whatever the reasons may be. Whether there is a COVID-19 or there is not a COVID-19. It is not going to stop us as a teacher, as a community, as a principal of this school. Once again I'm assuring you, we are not going to stop our efforts to provide the holistic environment to your ward as far as possible. Certainly we are restricted due to the few limits, that duration of the classes should be this and that, and we respect that and we are following that. It doesn't mean that we are at rest. Our activity teachers and other teachers also are working a lot to provide you the ample of training part, and soon as this assessment will get over, the first assessment period test will get over, We are going to conduct the co-curricular activities, whether it is debating, whether it is drama. Already we have done the ad mania and all these things during the first lockdown also. Once when the teacher was suddenly asked to be locked down at their home, and still we could produce such a good things, and many students could have participated in that, whether it is BSV Forte, whether it is other activities, whether it is, if I talk about the pre-primary, the Mother's Day, Father Day, so many activities. So we are engaged in that. So please, and I seek your support. Dear parents, I seek your support to make the dreams true of our own child. As a principal, I am really concerned about all students of each class and committed and ensuring and pushing my teachers every day that learning gap should not be there. So please join my hands and extend your support and cooperation so that without hampering anything, without hampering any activity, we should pass through this phase, and once when we will be offline, once this, then उसी जोश के साथ, उसी हिम्मत के साथ हम आगे बढ़ें. जहाँ तक reduction of syllabus and all these things, this already I have addressed. These will be taken care of. Please keep in touch with your students. But once again, I want to plead you, I want to request you. सिलेबस रिडक्शन का मतलब ये नहीं है कि आप अपने ज्ञान अर्जन को बाधित करें. प्लीज डू नॉट स्टॉप लर्निंग, डू नॉट लिमिट योर लर्निंग. With this message, I end my conversation with you. Thank you so very much. God bless you.